Good day everyone, how are you all doing? You're welcome to Cream Radio and TV, and today on another episode of Youth and the Nation we have a very nice topic that we can't wait to actually dish out. But definitely in this beautiful studio I'm not the only one that has. I have so many people with me that are ready to join in the conversation. Alright, don't forget my name is Usman Nurat, aka Funky Baby, and yes, let me introduce my putty before I go into the main gist. As in, I can't even wait because their face is like, sister, be fast, let us dish out this topic. Alright, Victoria, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good afternoon.
As in, see your calm voice. Please dash you soon now. Oh, whoa. The only man with the glass.
How you doing?
As in the glasses.
Been a while. Just you good.
Yeah, my dear, we move. Mr. Didapo.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah, enjoy our Isabi. We collect our money from you and come back. Alright, so today on the Youth and the Nation, as I said earlier, we have a very controversial topic in a way because I feel like this topic is actually speaking to every one of us. So the topic is education worth the hassle? You understand? I mean, right from day one, we all have this whole mentality of, okay, I want to go to college. Oh no, I want to go to an institution. I think I'm not enough. Let me go for my master's and then PhD. After doing all this, are we actually satisfied? Or do I say, do we actually get what we are actually struggling for? Like, I need your opinion on this, like your sincere opinion on this. Like, okay, I know some of us are actually aspiring to actually probably become a bank manager or something, and that's why we go higher with these educational levels. But let's be sincere with ourselves. With the way this country is it actually worth it? Are people actually getting paid for their sweat in school? I need your sincere opinion on this. So let's start with Vicky. Vicky, what do you think?
Education in Nigeria presently
Mm-hmm.
is not worth the struggle, but then we cannot cancel the fact that education is not necessary. You understand? Okay, back then our parents, they used education to enter places.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, they were not digitalized as we are now, but that's by the way. But then our own, how will I put it? our own era now, you don't need education to go everywhere. You need the skills, you need the attitude, you need the character. But then you still need education. Because okay, let me put it like this now. Even if you have the skills, but I have more theory and more knowledge about that particular field more than you, at some point you will need to refer back to me. Then me, I have to put my own theory to practice. So I feel, let me just wrap it up. Right now, education is not what it was.
It's not worth it, bruh. Go help us. So, Mr. Awo, the man with the glasses.
Education. I think it is worth it, if I am being honest with you.
Okay.
It is key, isn't it? Isn't that what this education
Yeah,
is key?
education is key.
It is key, and it is key to enter that door that we cherish, that door we want in our life. We want to get educated for so many things. We want to become bankers, doctors. You cannot get a skill to become a doctor. You need education to do that. You cannot get a skill to become a banker. You need education to do that. Maybe the system is bad, maybe the structure is bad, maybe government can do much better. Maybe, just maybe, they can do much better. But is it worth the hustle and struggle? Some profession, yes, it is worth it. I mean, you cannot but get educated in university to become a medical doctor.
Yeah.
You cannot but get educated to become an engineer. All these things require skills, but you need to be knowledgeable, you need to be exposed, you need to have some things that only education will give you and not just skill. We can do better, to be honest. Our government can do better. But education is very, very important, and it is really, really worth it.
Okay, I think I grabbed the word education is key from this statement. Alright, Mr. Adedapo.
Yeah. Education is very key, it's very important because we don't have to look at the way the country is, Nigeria is, the economy is, but we also have to look at the way education, schooling has impacted so many lives. You know, if you really want to make an impact, you have to get an education. You have to do that. Although there are many ways in which you can be educated. You can be educated from your home, you can be educated in the societies, but you can also be educated in the school when you go to school to get a degree. So now education really it's worth the struggle. When I say it's worth the struggle, let's say for instance you you are not from a rich background, and you really want to make an impact, you really want to make S-way, you really want to make a change, you have to get educated, you have to be educated, you have to go to school, you have to get educated. That way your life, your journey, the journey of your life is going to be very smooth. It will make it easier. It doesn't mean that you being educated you are going to actually, there's a phrase that say, people say because you go to school does not mean you will make it. They say that they say that a lot. But at the same time, when you go to school, it makes the journey very smooth for you. It makes everything smoothly for you. When you get educated, you actually know the difference between your left and your right. That's if you receive the correct education. Yes, people pays billions for education. We have people that go to private schools because of why they know the value of this education system. Though Nigerian education system is corrupted, but nevertheless, education is sticky.
One word, I feel like we're like on the fence. Some are actually support, others are kind of not totally support. Alright, so I feel like there's a question that keeps lingering in my head, because I will make mention of something the other time about the government, like they need to impute more on the educational sector. So that actually leads me first to this question: that is it that we're actually getting it wrong in this 21st century, or that education was better? Because I know my parents, when they talk about education then, like I feel like that was what prompted them to actually push many of us to study now. Because then I can actually tell you that just with SSC, the money you get paid for, as in the way people rush you for a good job, you'll be like, wait, just SSC. And now people are actually getting like more educated, unlike before, but still we are not really getting paid. So I feel like, is it that our educational system is really so down or bad, or that this 21st century is not just lucky? I don't grab. Like I keep asking myself, is it that the educational system then was better than now, or is it just our generation?
To be honest, everything about Nigeria was great.
Was
great. Everything about Nigeria was great. Talking all aspects, sports, economy, and that everything about Nigeria was great. Let's pick it one by one. We used to be giant of Africa, football wise. We are no longer giant of Africa. We used to sing good music. I mean, the fellas of this world, the Ebenezer Obey of this world, they used to say Oliver the Cook. They used to sing music, but now we do nonsense. Just beats and vibes and inshallah. That's what they do now. The education, I know my mom said something about getting you get scholarship, you get paid with there's this money they give you. That money is enough to travel abroad, to go and further. You come back, there's a job waiting for you. But everything has changed. Everything has changed. The funny thing about this situation is that the people in power now were in power then. They noticed it. They noticed what was good. It was good. So why are they behaving like this? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. Why is our government like this? I see everything is down to our government, and people are really trying. Like I went to Lagos State University, and it's 2017 or 18 or thereabouts. The best graduate student, his dad is one of the security men in LASU. The man did not get good education, but he tried for his son, and his son did everything humanly possible to become the best student in the whole of his set. Not just his class, the whole of his set. About 30,000 students or thereabouts. He was the best. So people are really trying. The government is not helping us. I think they need to do better. The structure is bad. For example, in school, lecturers don't want you to be intelligent. They want you to write down what you were being taught. I failed an exam sometime in 2018. The reason I failed the exam was because the lecturer said I did not write what he taught in class. It was very sad and annoying. Like, can't you give me the opportunity to explore?
Yeah, to express myself.
To express myself in an exam. But no, you said no, you gave me 1 to 6. That this is what I was supposed to write in the exam. So everything is down to the structure, our government. That's why people go to private schools. That way their students, they express themselves, they get exposed, and things get better for them. Funny enough, education is now money.
It's not money.
And if you don't have money, you can't get educated. Like the real education that we want. Government school, federal government schools used to give us that education that we wanted, but it's no more because the system is very, very bad. Like I said earlier, the government can do much more better. If they do better, education will be worth it. To be honest, it is not worth it right now.
So, do you have anything to add?
No, I totally agree with what he said. Education, our educational system is wow. They are making education stressful. Now they are still using the same educational system of our fathers to teach us now. They don't want to adapt the digital aspect of education, digital aspect of education is making education very easy. Education is just at the palm of your hands. There are a lot of sites where you register for courses that you pay for them and you don't pay for them. And funny enough, they now how will I put it? It links us up with other schools. Like before now, olden days you have to get a scholarship to go abroad before you can have a white man teaching you. But now there are a lot of courses on YouTube that you can attend, and then you still practicalize your own from that side too. Plus our government, I don't really want to talk bad about the government.
Girl.
They're not helping matters. But they forgot that education comes in different phases. I know. Like you can learn on the job. You can learn through theory aspects. Now, just like I said, federal universities now are very expensive. Like their tuition fee is increasing, and then there's strike. Jesus Christ.
I can relate with that.
Your course is 4 years course. By the end of the day, you see yourself spending 5 years. Like, come on, what are you telling me? Like, and at the end of the day, I will come outside and someone I just did. I don't want to look down on any certification, but was someone that you are kind of higher than will just be your boss. And at the end of the day, you will be like, not be your fault, because I didn't say school.
And the sorry to come in. The first funny thing about education is that the first class students will never be the boss. They will employ the first class students. And who is employing the first class students? Someone with a third class or no education at all. The rich man will employ the first class students. That is or the son of the MD will employ the first class students. That is how bad it is now. Do you want to say something, Mr. Dapo?
Yeah. I think if we are to be blaming the government, generally, we won't actually. Although the government has their own fault,
definitely.
But we should also look at it the individual fault also. Individual fault. If you look at it very well, if you are to look at the corruption system in the educational system today, the corruption in the educational system is very, very bad. When you see someone that did medicine and surgery in school, and you'll be wondering like, how come this guy, you say you did medicine and surgery and you don't even know how to prescribe drug or how to relate these times. You know, when they pay money to all those so we should also look at that aspect. So when we are looking at the aspect of the government, the way government came in, and you know, we have to look back to the fathers' days in which they didn't really care about the sustainability. Let us put it that way. Because I remember one of my professors said then when they were in school, they have free lunch, all those things, they eat. So he was now saying that, then that what the future generation should be eating now, they have already ate it with their own. As in they ate and they are overfed. Like imagine, that's one of the issues we're having. Now population, the resources that we have, the budget allocated to budget allocated to the educational sector is not enough to cater for the population. Everybody now want to go to school. It's not enough. So I think until we are able to do better, until we are also able to introduce fully technology system into our education, introduce technology into our educational system. So let's say for instance during the ASU and the COVID-19 forced majority of schools to go online.
Yes.
Then you see them, even some students will say they don't even know how to operate this or they don't know about Zoom. But all those things, they should also consider those things. Technology, let us adapt to it. There are schools that are using technology now. You see lecturers that will be in US and be teaching their students Zoom class, and they'll be interacting all those things. One of the things that people paid for in private schools. If our government can do better, if everybody, the private sector, every one of us can do better, the students can contribute, the lecturers, every one of us, we all have a role to play. That's just it. Until we play the role together, our education system will not even move forward. It will just be lagging behind.
I like that we all have a role to play, definitely. But from what I'm able to grab, definitely we will actually have faults in this. Probably some of us are not imputing much, and probably the government also have their own faults, but not really imputing much too. But then there's one thing that actually really annoys me. You made mention of a security man's son being the viral president. You know, governments come out there to do all this. I promise you 1 million naira. Please ask them how many people actually have gotten the money. You see that money? It's just kissing cloud. It's just audio money.
Sometimes they release it. It's the person that you give to dispense it.
And you said I said something about all of us will have a role to play. I think we should be fair with ourselves.
Yes,
we have more unemployed youths than employable youths. To be honest with ourselves, an average mass comm student will probably not be able to operate a system in a studio. Now that thing is not, you were taught in school theory. Try and practicalize it. An average mass comm student might not be able to do it. It is not necessarily the lecturer's fault. We need to do self-learning. We need to self-educate.
If you're not giving the avenue to educate yourself, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
You need to find the avenue because we're in a system whereby you don't need to wait for what the system will do for you. Do something for the system. You don't need to wait for what government will do for you sometimes. You need to do something for the government. I mean, you need to do something for yourself. There's YouTube, like you said earlier. We can always educate ourselves via YouTube. But most of the youth are very, very lazy. I'm not trying to quote Barry here or anything, but some youth can be very, very lazy. Some people do not want to do anything extra. When lecturer teaches them, they go home. Next day, they come back. Lecturer teach them, they write note, they go home. Then exam time, lacrim lapo, they go. So they are not getting educated, like self-educated. They just want to pass exam. So I think we need, as an individual, you need to do better too.
Yeah,
you need to be employable. Like while I was in school, I told myself at least 2-1 so that I know go define them job. To say they go feel employ me quick 2-1. But when I got outside, I noticed even first class
never see job.
I mean, when Dangote came out with driving client, wanted to employ driver, the said 2 professors came out, 2 or 3 professors came out now. They came to employ for the job. The job was 100,000 or thereabouts. Professors, people with masters, double masters, they came out. So after BSc, we relax like we have it all. That is not the end. You need to further. There are professional courses you can use to improve yourself. So I think we need, as an individual, we need to do better also, not just the government. We need to help ourselves. Because to be honest, the government is not even ready to help us. So we need to help ourselves. Education, is it worth the struggle? Is it worth also? To be honest, to be very fair, it is worth it. Let us do better. And God willing, everything will work out fine for us.
Hopefully, and we'll go back to the great Nigeria that we all know. A big amen to that. Omijio, we need your presence. Thank you. Alright, so having said this, I feel like we've actually profiled a solution to this stuff in a way, because you made mention of we imputing more, like we working on ourselves. You said that made mention of we not putting the blames on just the government. I mean, the also said we might think school is a scam, but then if you actually work on yourself, you can definitely actualize
and it gives us like exposure.
Yeah, and I feel like it also gives us like an edge. You know, one thing I noticed, regardless of how, okay, I remember there was a day I took a bus. Then there was this sports coordinator, and the way the guy was talking, I swear, I had to calm down, look at the guy like, Baba, you go school, don't follow me talk anything. Like, it's English, it's composure.
You'll be different from
somebody who is not learned. Seriously, so that was there I got in that. If you know see job, okay, at least I'm sure we are aware of people that put on suit and orc, and they'll be like, fine, person might be trying to look for this publicity, but forget, in a way it's giving you an edge, because the way we advertise to you,
you want to buy him. Yes, that's what education does.
Okay, exactly, because now in Oyo camp there is this particular small girl that actually ox orange. She goes, "Oh, buy a sweet orange, it's sweet for the mouth." I used to like go around this girl, but then I swear that girl goes on air, her voice will say, that voice, Even if you are not hungry, you don't want to eat anything, you just buy one. I'm serious, you buy one from that girl. And that differentiates her because I feel like she goes to school. Probably when she gets back, when she comes to the camp to work. But then the way she packages herself, even the orange, almost she doesn't say it anyhow. She packages. How to call her when the girl come sit down? Please sing for me.
That's just
As in,
different. That's what education makes.
Seriously,
Yeah.
so I feel like regardless of whatever happens, an educated person would definitely be singled out among his parents. You understand? So definitely. So please, if we actually think education is not what they are, so these beautiful people are here to
Convince.
Convince you are not
No, I'm not
confused.
confused.
That time I know they pass this very because I'm always like, hey, see this face is God, motivate. But seriously, with these beautiful points of ours, be able to convince and not confuse and not distract and not spoil your head or scatter your head that education is not what they are. So because with this you can actually go places. And thank you very much. Thank you, my beautiful people, for actually giving us like spending some of your time, because I know you're all busy. Victoria in particular. Madam, thank you very much. Mr. O, thank you. Mr. Dedapo, me and you have to Berlin. Thank you very much. So yeah, we have OJS who has been at the council since OJS up. Alright, Mr. Fortune, thank you for sitting with us. Even though you joined, just smiling around. You don't understand why you're smiling. Anyhow, Sham, the topic is meant to end here. But then I hope we see you guys around when it's recording.
Yes,
We try.
Please, we try, Mr. Have fun now.
We
Mr.
try.
Ola, come again with your glasses. You like it? It's your signature. It's very fine.
Thank you.
Alright, very.
Thank you.
If you are just listening, I'm very sorry you missed. But then, overall, what we are trying to talk about is the fact that education is not actually a scam. It's what every azu, is what every struggle, is what every sweat. Because in the end, your certificate can never be compared to someone who has nothing, and you can never be compared with someone who has no value or no vision in life. So with this, we hope you actually grab one or two things to take home, and you can with this work on yourself. So don't forget to follow us and subscribe on our Facebook, Instagram pages at Chrome Radio and TV. Trust me, we have so much information, so much nice programs to actually offer you guys. My name is Itzmar Narat. I still remain your humble, and with this, we are signing out.